that I've seen. So really proud of our guys, having the right mindset, the preparation, the fundamentals, the discipline that they displayed really for the most part of 4 quarters tonight, and 1, 2, 3, 4 deep, all of them. So again, our guys really did a great job in their preparation, and we talked about going into the discipline and the preparation. Whether it's eye discipline or it's the fundamental discipline would really pay off for us, moving forward. Because more teams are going to just challenge you in different ways. Whether it's NC State or whether it's Wake Forest and some of the discipline issues that they force you to play with. It's really going to help us continue to grow.
Coach, nice to be able to hold Xavier out one more game, get him a little bit more ready, and still play at a high level.
Yeah, we got other good players, obviously, and is that 3 games we've played without him? Mm-hmm. We've played really well, so. Hopefully he's healthy and he can get back and get back in the rotation with those guys. But those guys have really answered the bell and continue to improve and get better and making plays.
Isaiah's done so much this year, but was it good to see him check the interception box off?
Yeah, it would have been great if he would have scored. Had he not had a pick yet this year?
I think so.
Yeah, so I don't really pay attention to that, but that was good. It was a good play, threw it right to him.
How much better is Logan Rudolph right now? Last 3-4 games, he's really come on strong.
Yeah, he's been good all year. Sometimes the plays are there and sometimes they aren't. So he does a lot of dirty work, and he's exactly who we thought he was going into the year. He's probably our most consistent guy at that position. Plays with incredible effort and toughness, great discipline. Plays within the framework of the defense. Doesn't try to do too much. Makes the layups when they're there. And tonight, he had a lot of opportunities to make some plays. So, it's like anybody. The more you play, football's a developmental game. So the more you play, the more you have a chance to improve, even through the failure that's inevitably there. And but a great example of what hard work looks like, and realizing again, the fruits of his labor.
How good was it to see Jones and Jones get in there, a couple of backups, and create a turnover?
Who's the other Jones?
Mike Jones and Sheridan Jones.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great. So I guess Mike caused it, Sheridan recovered it on that particular play, but it was great. Yeah, 2 good young players that have very bright futures, but are they're really right there in that second unit, needing the opportunity to play to continue to develop our depth. But that was great to see.
Ran another game holding an opponent to 300 yards. How hard is that to do week in and week out, 9 games into the season?
Well, again, I think that's the yardage total is really more of a byproduct of just doing a great job in your preparation and playing well for 4 quarters. And so we don't really put a lot of emphasis on that mark, because you might be just one of those games that you play really, really well and it's over the 300 mark, and so you got to try to keep it all in context. But there's history and a lot of data that says, man, that's pretty special. And so you want to recognize our guys for their hard work without question, because they deserve it.
When you know you're facing a team, an FCS team, and you're going in, is it as much about body language, like you're looking at your players and sort of the mindset?
Yeah, it's really, you know whether or not they're going to be ready by how they practice, how they show up to meetings, how they show up to practice. Certainly game day is a part of that too, waking up, coming to breakfast the right way, and that last meeting, and then in the locker room. But you're doing that every week, no matter who you're playing. To me, that's how you have to do it. And we as coaches, being very thorough in our, and how we're getting our guys ready is really important. But again, I think there's challenges because you're dealing with young people. I hear all the time, whether it was middle school, I remember my son Jake getting ready for the team called the Cowboys. And they had the Dallas Cowboys uniforms with the helmet, and we're some ragtag bunch that, we're all wearing donated helmets and jerseys, and, we look like a bunch of misfits. We're playing the Cowboys. We lost before we ever got to the field. Next thing you know, he's fainting and acting like he's got a concussion, and he's out, early. And we got destroyed.